We made a cup of coffee. Now let's show you the app. That was awesome. Super excited about that. That was the real test right there. Let's save this. Keep it warm. Okay, I just brought it in. I feel absolutely no heat. It's actually cold.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold outside.
Let's see. So it used about 3%. It says it will run for 1.9 days on idle at 27%. Let's see. So just scan the top code. Download the app. Open the app. I'm going to allow it to send me notifications. So I'm going to register. And it let me sign in through Apple. You won't get to see that information. It was on there. Then it wants you to select your country. So allow Bluetooth. Okay, so it's actually showing our device already on there. It has the forecast. We're going to add device. Binding successful. We will kind of hide that from you. It's got the serial number on there. So to use your location, this is for the weather service app, I believe. This thing can charge itself if it knows bad weather's coming.
Wow. That's incredible.
It took you that long to do that? I was wanting you to... Isn't that amazing?
Oh my goodness.
Huh?
That's a little smart. Smarty pants, Bluetti.
Well, it did take us a little bit to get the Wi-Fi set up because we don't know our password.
Good thing I write it down.
Yes. So here we go. You can rename the device if you want. So we can win a prize by taking a survey right now. Okay, let's go in here. So there you go. We've got all of our battery set up. It shows how much power it's taken. You can turn off and on your AC and DC from the app. Time remaining 46 hours. Show how much money you save with this. Energy statistics. Okay, let's go into settings. Visitor access, guides, network settings, carbon emission factor. Okay. Location not yet set. So working mode. You can change this to do your solar power priority, UPS, time control, customized. That's amazing. State of charge settings. So when the battery reaches the set level, the unit will stop using grid power and switch to solar charging for the rest. At this level, the grid will power the loads until the battery is recharged to higher level by the solar. That's awesome.
So I'm going to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
When you're saying solar, do we have to buy something separate for that, or has this already got solar on it?
Well, this will connect to solar.
Okay.
If we bought solar panels,
Okay.
we would have to get a cable and hook it up to here. But we can do solar with it. But you can set your state of charge Let's see, time control. Let's go to that one and see what happens. So you can do state of charge. Wow, so you can do high and low. When the battery reaches the set level, the unit will stop using grid power and switch to solar charging for the rest. When the battery drops below this level, grid power will be prioritized to supply your appliances. That's awesome. This is really a lot of stuff you can do. So this is built for one of those vans we was talking about. I mean, that's great. So you can use your solar power and have grid backup and be able to feed everything off of it. So you can customize your settings, charging switch, time of use. That's awesome. Let's turn that on and see if it gives us, yeah. And you can do your timing. You can do it at day or night. So if you have different, some people have where their rates are different for their power. And you could run this when your rates are higher and use your battery power and then charge this back up when your rates are lower and save some money. That's awesome. Okay, we're going to go to standard. So here's the weather alert. Alerts on. If the alert is detected, your device will immediately enter emergency backup mode and start charging using solar and grid power to maximize its capacity. Once the alert is lifted, it'll return to its previous working mode. Timer switch. So you can turn it on or off at a certain time. Powerlifting mode. I am not going to turn this on. What that does, I believe it's 4,800 watts. This thing will go up to 4,800 watts if you have maybe, let's say, a heater or something like that, and it's got that big load at the beginning. It will drop the voltage down. So if you have maybe your refrigerator or something, if it does it to it, it may damage it. So you may not want to put that on. It does have an eco mode. I'm just going to leave those on. Screen timeout. I think I'm going to leave that on too. We may use the app or we can change that at any time. Child lock. That's a great feature. So you can enable this. So level 1 prevents turning on any output switches. Level 2 prevents toggling any output switches. That's great. That'd be real handy if you have kids around. Firmware upgrade. Advanced. Let's go into advanced settings. So you can change your input levels to reach max in pro mode. And I believe, so this could burn down your house. I know the code for this is 8888888. Oh, wait. 8888888. Okay. That's the code, 888. Okay. So you could turn this up if you wanted to. I'm going to leave it. I don't want to burn my house down. What do you think, Amanda?
Sounds like a good idea.
System switch recovery. Oh, so if you'd like it to restart at the same where it was at when it went off. Grid self-adaption. Wow. So you can do protection on this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to turn this on. So this will help protect your stuff if you've got this on. And you have to enable it. I would think this would be enabled when you got it. DC input source is on here. You have to change it from PV to others. And then there's a high current down here. Sleep mode is disabled. So it can go into sleep mode if you enable it, whatever you set it at. So that's good. I think I'm going to turn that on too, just in case it's running and it doesn't have any power. We'll have some left, and I'm going to crank that up to about 30%. If for some reason it's not powering anything, you want to have some battery left over. So I'm going to turn that on. Charge limit. So you can change. This will make your battery last longer, and I don't care, because 6,000 cycles that would be about 16 years. And after the 6,000 cycles, that's supposed to be 80% capacity.
Oh my gosh.
So it would still have 80% capacity after you ran it, cycled it every day for 16 years. This should last us for 20 years minimum. Now, I'm not saying something else may not break in here, but the batteries should last us a very, very long time. So I'm not going to do the charge limit settings. If you want to do that, that's up to you. I want this thing fully charged, ready to go all the time. So let's go firmware upgrade, and we're up to date. That's good. About device, and you won't get to see that. Very impressed. A lot of settings on this thing. A lot of great features. What do you think, Amanda?
Pretty fantastic.
Where are we going to put this?
In my office.
Okay. I wish I had where I could set this by the switch out there, and I wouldn't have to. I could have this inside. I'm going to think about that. I may have this where we can go in there and flip the switches, but we'll just have to see.
Maybe make a stand and put it just right underneath it.
Yeah.
Leave it in there.
Yeah, but I got to come up with wiring and a connection point, and I want to leave the generator hook up, so it would actually be a pretty big deal to do it. But it's something that probably needs to be done. This can stay in the house. These batteries are pretty safe. It's not like the batteries that's in the cars right now. This is lithium iron phosphate batteries. I don't want to say they don't catch on fire. I don't want to say something, but these are much safer. That's why you see a lot of people using them in the vans, RVs, and homes now for your solar system. These batteries are way safer than the old lithium that you're thinking about that's dangerous. What do you think about that?
That's good to know.
Okay. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications.
And we'll catch you on the next review.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you have a spot?
No. I can make one.
Yeah. I'll look into that stuff, and we'll see. We'll see if we can make a thing for it, because we're going to have a switch.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be a switch that flips from generator to this, or it's not going to. It'd be dangerous if you put your hand in there, or somebody put their hand in there. So we got to think about that.
I'm going to cut.
Okay.